A very exciting week for us this week as we cross the Nullarbor. We make sure we eat all of our fruit and veggies before we cross the border into WA. And we see some stunning scenery like these cliffs here and some beautiful starry nights.
We leave Ceduna on our 1,200 kilometre journey across the Nullarbor. Our first stop is Coorabie Farm, and then we visit our favourite place so far, the amazing Bunda Cliffs. We go into WA and stay at Nullarbor Roadhouse. We visit Cocklebiddy and the Cocklebiddy Cave, and the agonising 90-mile straight. Then finally we finish the Nullarbor at Norseman.
Welcome to a new episode.
Hey guys, welcome to a new episode.
And welcome to Penong's Windmill Museum.
So this week is something I am really excited for. And given that we're on Penong, it's probably pretty obvious what we're doing. We're doing
the Nullarbor.
Nullarbor. So yeah, so our first stop is Coorabie, which is Coorabie Farm, little farm stay just down the road. So that should be good. Archie will love that. But yeah, we thought we'd stop in Penong and check out Lake MacDonnell, check out the windmills. I thought this wouldn't be as interesting as it actually is here.
Yes, so I was reading about it, and Penong's always been famous for windmills all around the place. But as solar panels have come into being, what they decided is they wanted to still be famous for windmills. So while all of the farms are converting to solar panels, they're then bringing all of the windmills together to create a windmill museum.
Ah,
so nice.
Yeah, there's probably about 20 odd windmills here. And you can see Comet in the background, so that's the biggest windmill in Australia, apparently.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so there are only 3 that are the size of Comet, and 2 of them are in Queensland, and they went and rescued this from another town in SA.
Oh wow, you learn something every day. So yeah, thanks for watching, and let's check out the Nullarbor, hey? Let's go.
Hello from the Nullarbor Links.
Yes, here we are in Ceduna, hole 1. So this is the world's longest golf course, isn't it?
Yep, so it's going to take us about 1.5 to 2 weeks to finish this course.
Yeah, so it goes all the way from Ceduna. So we do 2 holes here, and then the last one is in Kalgoorlie, which is what, like 1,800 kilometres away?
Something like that.
So it's a bit of a walk. So we went to the visitor centre and we picked up the scorecard here. It was $70. Green fees. So it was pretty expensive, a lot more expensive than I expected, but hey, why not? We've got to put the money back into the community. We don't want to, we want to do it the right way.
Yeah, and if you think about playing a game at a private golf club, you're probably looking about that.
Yeah, exactly.
So we have brought some equipment with us. We have a hybrid and we have a putter, so quite limited in terms of the equipment front.
Yeah, we've been carrying it all the way so far, so finally get to use it.
Yeah, we also have some balls, which is also handy.
And yeah, my dad did say before we leave to take a sand wedge. Thought that was really funny, but that probably does give you an indication of our golf skills.
The back of the putter?
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
No. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, all right, let's go try hole 1 then, hey?
Okay.
Let's do it.
Oh, that's pretty good. Happy with that? Okay. Right, that was the first hole done. Possibly not the best performance we've ever done.
It was a warm-up. It was a warm-up.
We've decided, based on the first hole, we're going to do this Ambrose style.
Otherwise, it will take a lot longer than a week.
Oh, in the bush.
Shh. No, when blue's fine.
Oh my God. Can you grab that for me?
Good shot.
Yay!
We're staying at Coorabie Farm tonight, 2 nights here, and every night the owners put on this amazing fire for the guests. So I'm the first one here, and I am going to enjoy it with a glass of wine. Here we go. Okay, Hannah's found something over here. I'm just gonna cross the Nullarbor here. Here we go. And she's standing by this fence over here. Let's go see what she's found. What have you found there, Han?
I found a fence.
Ah, okay.
But not just any fence. This is the longest fence in the world. It's called the Dingo Fence, or the dog fence. And it's about 5,000, I think it's just over 5,100 kilometres long. It's very long. And it's 3 times the length of the Great Wall of China. So it's pretty impressive. So it starts all the way up in Queensland and comes all the way down here to the Nullarbor. And it was built back in the 1800s, 1880s I think it was, to keep the dingoes out of like the more fertile lands in the south of Australia. And wow. It's still here.
That's amazing.
They have found a few, in the 1990s, they did find a few holes in the fence. So I think there were a couple of dingoes that got through. And here we are at the Nullarbor proper, so the eastern end of the treeless plain. So Nullarbor meaning null arbor, which is no trees in Latin. So let's see if we come across any trees.
Yeah, let's check them out. I'm looking forward to this. None so far.
It's a good start.
Yeah. Over there. That's a shop.
Here we are at Dingo's Den at the Nullarbor Roadhouse, which is a par 5, 538 metres, and Chris is up first with his tee shot. Nice! Gets it long and straight down the fairway. Beautiful.
Archie's ready to go get it. Archie, find the ball. It's in the shrubs. It's in the shrubs.
Nice and straight.
Oh.
Yes!
This is the old Nullarbor Roadhouse here, right next to the new one, just over there. Let's have a quick look in here. Oh, it's pretty dark. Wow. Nothing on the menu today. Check out that old gas register.
Stay there, Archie.
How cool is this?
Is brilliant.
Nothing on the menu today, unfortunately.
Never mind. Oh. Archie, okay.
Okay, here we are. We just arrived at our new camp spot. We're not going to unhitch tonight because we'll just be here one night. Sorry about the flies. They're just everywhere at the moment. An absolute pain. But we're at a spot called Bunda Cliffs. Now, a lot of you have probably heard of Bunda Cliffs before. It's quite well known, especially in wiki camps. That's how we found it. It's been covered a lot on YouTube as well, for good reason. This place is absolutely mind-blowing. So as you can see, we're set up just over there, and probably about 20 or 30 meters away are these absolutely incredible cliffs. Have a look at this. And the color of that water, I actually can't believe the color of that water. It's so turquoise. Yeah, it's such an amazing color. I just didn't expect that here, but the cliffs are absolutely sensational. These things go for miles and miles along the coastline there. So the sun's just setting behind there at the moment. Fortunately, it's a bit cloudy, so I'm not going to really see much of a sunset tonight, which is a bit of a shame. But I'm pretty happy that we don't have any wind, because this place is quite notorious for having a lot of wind, and it's pretty quiet at the moment. The flies aren't too bad, but yeah, I just can't stop looking at this view. It's just absolutely incredible, this view. And that colour of the water. Oh. So you can actually see a lot of dolphins and whales out here as well, so just keep my eye out. Probably not now, but maybe tomorrow morning I'll see some. I'm going to set my alarm really early and try and get a really good sunrise. That's hopefully there's no clouds and we get a bit better footage than I did tonight. But yeah, I took some drone shots. Check these out.
So this bit of the Nullarbor is actually a Royal Flying Doctor Service airstrip as well. So the road really widens up here and you have to keep your eye out for planes just in case one's landing, which is fun.
Oh shit, here comes one. Just kidding. Just kidding.
We're not far away from the WA border now.
Yeah, so what better thing to do is eat all our vegetables, because we can't take any vegetables or any natural products like honey over the border from SA to WA. So Hannah chopped them up this morning, now we're eating them. Veggies for everyone.
Hello from Border Village.
Here we are at Border Village at the big kangaroo with Vegemite. I don't really get it either, but anyway.
Classic Australian.
Yeah, I suppose.
Vegemite and kangaroo, that's
So
what.
this is the last stop before we cross over the border into WA. And yeah, it's a lot happening here actually. There's loads of trucks. There's a over there, you can't see it at the moment, but there's like a quarantine checkpoint we have to go through, so we can't have any fruit or veggies or honey or anything like that.
Yeah, and I'm guessing they're also going to do the COVID check as well, because we had to get a G2G permit to cross the border. Yeah,
exactly. So they'll probably ask to have a look at our fridge, make sure we're not importing any veggies, and ask us about COVID as well. So there's quite a bit happening here today. And it's also the stop for the round 5, the hole 5 of golf, isn't it?
Yes.
And finally it's a par 3. Not a par 5. Thank God. But yeah, and there's loads of flies here.
There are so many flies.
Yeah. So yeah, let's do the golf, I reckon. We do the golf first.
Yeah.
Then we go into the Roadhouse, maybe grab a drink or something.
I think we're going to tick a few things off while we're here.
Yeah, get some fuel, and then...
there's a dump point here as well.
Yeah.
I think we may just refresh.
Yeah, use the dump point, get some fuel, get a drink, and then go through quarantine. So let's do this.
Cool. You were right to be worried.
She's ready to get the ball. His tail's wagging. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, he's ready. Oh, good shot. Ready? Shot. Go on, Archie, get it. Get it.
Can you get it? Here we go. Well, here we are. We've made it.
We're in WA. Woohoo, WA.
Oh, I'm in WA. I'm not sure about you.
No, I'm in SA.
Yeah.
Oops. Let me come into WA
Okay,
already.
you can come in. You can come
Thanks.
in.
All right, I'm in WA now. So we passed the checkpoint, got all our fruit and veggies sorted. We didn't have any, so we passed with flying colours.
Yeah.
Did the COVID thing, and we're free to go.
Yeah, so after what, about 2.5 months in South Australia, we've finally crossing the border. We will be popping back in South Australia later on the trip.
Yeah, we're now
the top.
Yeah, we're now getting infested by Western Australian flies.
Not South Australian
Not
flies.
South Australian flies. But yeah, we'll pop back into SA a bit later on. But now we'll probably spend the next 3 to 4 months maybe in WA, which is exciting. So
very exciting.
Yeah, where's our first stop?
Eucla.
Eucla, first stop.
Yeah, not sure what's there. There's an old telegraph station, we know that much, and a roadhouse.
And an old jetty we'll check out. So let's make a move.
Yeah.
All right, let's
go.
Let's go. So just arrived at Cocklebiddy Roadhouse, and it's named after these wedge-tailed eagles, and I wasn't expecting this at all. But check this out, there's 2 wedge-tailed eagles in here. They are incredible. One's named Samantha, one's named Bruce. I don't know which one's which. The smaller one's Bruce, I think, but there's one in the tree just there, and there's one just below the scaffolding. You can't really see him. And yeah, they were rescued from the side of the road after being in road accidents. I think one got hit by a truck and one got tangled with a car quite a few years ago now. And yeah, they look after them here and have them in this massive enclosure, which I just can't believe this is here. I wasn't expecting this at all. But they're amazing. They're such big birds. Wedge-tailed eagles, they're Australia's largest bird of prey, with a wingspan of up to 2.74 metres, so huge birds. And yeah, so impressive to look at. This was a real treat.
Apparently now that the rabbit population is pretty much non-existent, they actually feed off kangaroos, dead kangaroos on the road and on the side of the road. So that's sort of the biggest challenge for maintaining the population at the moment. A lot of them get killed by cars and trucks because they're really slow to take off, and with the speed that the cars and trucks are going, a lot of them get hit because they don't see them when they're feeding on the dead kangaroos. So a lot of them are getting killed every year apparently, which is really sad because they are beautiful birds.
Okay, so as we make our way across the Nullarbor, there's one place I really wanted to check out. A little bit off the beaten track, and it was a beaten track coming in, the road was terrible. But we're here at Cocklebiddy Cave. Now I've been reading this book, Against All Odds, and if you haven't read it, get out there and get it. Recommendation, read it, it's a really good read. But it's about two Australian cave divers. One was a vet, one was a doctor, and they travelled to Thailand to help out with the cave rescue a few years ago. So it's absolutely amazing book. And in the book, they talk about Cocklebiddy Cave. They talk about doing a lot of their dives here. And actually, a little fact that a lot of people probably don't know is Cocklebiddy Cave was once one of the longest underground cave dives you can possibly do in the world. And it was actually extended by one of the guys here, Craig Challen. So he actually dug deeper inside the cave and explored deeper in it, and yeah, since he's gone in there, as here in 2008, it's actually about 6.4 kilometers long, which is just phenomenal. It's just crazy. So you can see this diagram here, the entry, cave entry here. We're kind of up here somewhere, maybe where these campers are, and you can just see how big the caverns are and how long they go. They have to come out of the water here and then keep going for 6.4 kilometers until it just got too tight down there. So yeah, pretty amazing. It's an average of 100 meters underground, and 90% of the cave is underwater, which is just staggering. You can see some of the pictures here. So this is the cave entrance, which I'll go check out. I'm not allowed in the cave entrance, it's prohibited, but I'll see how far I can get. And I'm not sure who these guys are, but yeah, this is just an example of some of the cave diving that they do. And it's actually, like it says here, the water is so clear it felt like you were just drifting through air down there. So yeah, it's not that I'm big on cave diving or anything, it scares the crap out of me, but this place is pretty important for the cave divers of you out there. But yeah, I might go check out the cave entrance. It's amazing how much cooler it is just being here next to the cave. I can feel like cool air coming through. But this is probably as far as I really want to get, because we were warned about this on Wikicamps, and I'm like, nah, it's fine. But there are golden orb spiders everywhere, and they're massive. Check this one out. Yeah. No thanks. They are everywhere. This tree is covered in them, and there's loads just crossing the path there. I mean, I could go further, but yeah, no thanks. There's another one there. I might head up this track, see if I can get a better view. Okay, this is about as close as I can get without breaking my neck. But yeah, entrance to the cave down there. God, who would want to dive in there for 6.4 kilometers as well? That's crazy. Yeah, no entry to the cave. Don't worry, I'm not planning on going in there, but the cool air coming from here is amazing. So.
Sorry Chris, you're gonna have to drive this. Here we are at 90 Mile Straight, or the start of 90 Mile Straight, which I think is 147 kilometres, is that what you said?
Yes.
Yeah, miles works fine for me. So Australia's longest straight road.
Yeah, like we haven't had enough straight roads already. Let's throw in the longest one for fun. Ooh, yeah.
Okay, we'll try and get some good footage of it.
Yep.
It'll probably be very sped up, Will, the footage.
No, it won't. That's the speed we're going.
Okay.
Watch this. Let's go.
3 hours later. Let's face it, driving across the Nullarbor really isn't that interesting, especially for the driver.
Boring.
We are trying to make it a bit more interesting. We're coming off the road to check out different sites and different points of interest. We're obviously doing the golf, the Nullarbor links, which is making things a bit more fun. But fundamentally it's just one big long road. We have noticed that most of the car and caravan drivers do try and make things a bit more interesting by waving to each other. Here are some of our favourites.
So, Skylab, par 3, hole 12, 175 meters. We hit it from here, get it to there. That's over there. But there's a lot of bush, trees, sand, dirt. A lot of opportunities to lose our balls on this one. But yeah, this is called Skylab, and the reason it's called Skylab is because Skylab was a space research laboratory made by NASA, and in 1979 it crashed to Earth. And it crashed to Earth around the Balladonia area, which we're at the moment. When it came down to Earth, the ranger at the time actually issued NASA a littering fine for leaving their rubbish and debris around the Balladonia area, but it was actually waived in the end. So interesting little bit of trivia there for you on this hole.
Go back a bit. Back a bit. Back. Yay! Welcome to Norseman.
Oh, finished the Nullarbor.
Well done.
Oh, time for a nap.
Nullarbor, tick.
We've done so many kilometres.
So many.
Over 1,200 from Ceduna to Norseman.
Yep, so it's good to be at Norseman.
But it's been an amazing week crossing the Nullarbor. We've seen some amazing stuff. Again, thanks for watching, guys. We appreciate the comments. Make sure you subscribe and like down below. And yeah, tune in to our next video next week.
See you next time.
See you guys. Bye.